Alex, a wealthy young man, found himself entangled in a complicated web of emotions, torn between his love for two women, Sophia and Rachel. His heart belonged to both, yet he knew he couldn't divide it forever. Sophia, with her captivating smile and alluring charm, had swept him off his feet. Rachel, on the other hand, had won his heart with her kindness and compassion. Alex couldn't help but be drawn to Sophia's glamorous lifestyle and luxurious tastes. Yet, Rachel's simplicity and authenticity resonated deeply with him. He admired Sophia's confidence and poise, but Rachel's humility and empathy touched his soul. Sophia's beauty was undeniable, but Rachel's inner radiance shone brighter. Alex felt alive when Sophia was by his side, but Rachel made him feel at peace. He was torn between the thrill of Sophia's love and the comfort of Rachel's embrace. Sophia's laughter was music to his ears, but Rachel's gentle voice soothed his heart. Alex knew he had to make a choice, but his love for both women only grew stronger with each passing day. Sophia's passion ignited a fire within him, while Rachel's love nourished his soul. He felt like he was living two separate lives, one with Sophia and one with Rachel. Alex's heart raced when Sophia was near, but Rachel's presence calmed his nerves. He was trapped in a love triangle, unsure of which path to take. Sophia's love was a whirlwind of excitement, while Rachel's was a steady anchor. Alex's mind was a battlefield, with Sophia and Rachel vying for dominance. He knew he couldn't keep his feelings hidden forever. The love he shared with Sophia was fierce and all-consuming, but the bond he shared with Rachel was unbreakable. Alex's heart was a puzzle, with Sophia and Rachel holding two crucial pieces. He couldn't imagine a future without either of them by his side. The love he felt for Sophia was a raging storm, while the love he felt for Rachel was a gentle breeze. Alex's soul was torn between the two women, each representing a different aspect of his being. He knew he had to find a way to reconcile his love for both Sophia and Rachel, or risk losing himself forever. Alex concocted a clever scheme to uncover the true depths of Sophia and Rachel's love, deciding to feign a catastrophic loss of his wealth and status. He would pretend to be penniless, a mere shadow of his former self, to see which woman would stand by him through thick and thin. This ruse would reveal the authenticity of their affections, once and for all. Alex's plan was to sell his opulent mansion, auction off his luxurious cars, and relinquish his high society lifestyle. He would don tattered clothes, and assume the guise of a humble street vendor. By doing so, he would expose the true nature of Sophia and Rachel's devotion. Would they remain steadfast, or would they abandon him in his time of need? Alex's ploy would separate the genuine from the superficial, the loyal from the fair weather. He was willing to sacrifice his pride and ego to uncover the truth. His fortune, once the envy of many, would become a distant memory. Alex's new persona would be that of a struggling, unknown man, devoid of influence and power. He would toil in obscurity, his name forgotten by the elite. Sophia and Rachel would be forced to confront the real Alex, stripped of his wealth and prestige. His plan was a risky gamble, but he was resolute in his pursuit of authenticity. Alex's heart raced with anticipation, as he wondered which woman would prove true. Would Sophia's love wither like a flower without sunlight, or would Rachel's devotion flourish like a garden in spring? Only time would tell, as Alex embarked on this bold experiment. His future happiness hung in the balance, as he willingly descended into the unknown. The outcome was far from certain, but Alex was determined to uncover the truth. He would confront the possibility of heartbreak, for the sake of genuine love. By shedding his affluent facade, Alex hoped to find a love that was real, not one built on material possessions. His plan was a radical test, one that would separate the wheat from the chaff. Alex steeled himself for the challenges ahead, knowing his heart would be vulnerable. Yet, he was willing to take the risk, to find a love that would endure through all of life's trials. Sophia, who had always been enamored with Alex's wealth and status, began to distance herself from him as his fortunes changed. She found herself disenchanted with his new, humble lifestyle. The opulence and luxury she had grown accustomed to were gone, replaced by austerity and hardship. Sophia's love for Alex was conditional, predicated on his ability to provide her with a life of extravagance. Without his wealth, she saw no reason to remain by his side. As Alex's circumstances continued to deteriorate, Sophia's interest in him waned. She ceased to visit him, ceased to call, and ceased to care. The man she once adored had lost his allure, his diminished status a turn-off. Sophia's priorities lay with material comfort, not emotional connection. She had no use for a penniless Alex, no matter how much she once professed to love him. His downfall was her cue to exit, stage left. Sophia's heart was a mercantile one, only opening its doors to those who could afford the price of admission. Alex, in his reduced state, was no longer worthy of her consideration. She abandoned him with nary a thought, her conscience untroubled by the consequences of her actions. Sophia's love was a transactional thing, a commodity to be traded for something of greater value. With Alex no longer able to provide that value, she sought it elsewhere. Her departure from his life was swift and merciless, leaving Alex to pick up the pieces of his shattered heart. Sophia's fondness for Alex's wealth and status had been her sole motivator, and with that gone, so was she. She vanished from his life like a mirage, leaving nary a trace. Alex was left to confront the reality of Sophia's love, a love that had been an illusion all along. Her absence was a blessing in disguise, allowing Alex to see the truth of her character. He realized that her love had been a sham, a facade hiding her true nature. Sophia's departure was a liberation, freeing Alex from the shackles of her superficial love. He could now seek a love that was genuine, one that would stand by him through thick and thin. Rachel, with a heart full of compassion and empathy, stood steadfast by Alex's side as he navigated the treacherous waters of his changed fortunes. She refused to abandon him, even when his wealth and status evaporated like a mirage. Instead, she redoubled her efforts to support him, her love and dedication shining like a beacon in the darkness. Rachel's devotion was not conditional upon Alex's bank account or social standing. She loved him for who he was, not what he had. As Alex struggled to come to terms with his new reality, Rachel was a constant presence, offering a listening ear and a comforting embrace. She helped him find the strength to carry on, to persevere through the hardships and hold on to hope. Rachel's love was a rock, unshakable and unwavering, a source of solace and inspiration for Alex. She saw beyond his external circumstances, to the man he truly was, and loved him all the more for it. As the world around him crumbled, Rachel's love remained a constant, a reminder that true devotion knows no bounds. She stood by Alex through the darkest of times, a shining example of the power of unconditional love. Rachel's selflessness and generosity of spirit inspired Alex to be a better man, to rise above his difficulties and find a new path forward. Her unwavering belief in him gave him the courage to believe in himself, to see that he was more than his wealth and status. Rachel's love was a gift, a treasure beyond measure, and Alex knew it. He was grateful for her presence in his life, for the love and support she so freely gave. Rachel's dedication was a testament to the transformative power of true love, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and redemption are always within reach. Her love was a balm to Alex's soul, soothing his wounds and lifting his spirits. Rachel's unwavering support gave Alex the strength to face his challenges head-on, to find a new sense of purpose and meaning in his life. She was his rock, his confidant, his guiding light, and he knew he could always count on her to be there for him. Rachel's love was a blessing, a reminder that true devotion knows no bounds and that even in the darkest of times, hope and redemption are always within reach. Alex's eyes were finally open, and he saw the truth. Rachel was the one who truly loved him, unconditionally and unwaveringly. He realized that her love was not based on his wealth or status, but on who he was as a person. Alex's heart swelled with gratitude and affection for Rachel, and he knew he wanted to spend the rest of his life making her happy. He was convinced that she was his soulmate, his partner, and his best friend. Alex knew that Rachel's love was a rare and precious gift, and he was determined to cherish and honor it every day. He felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over him, knowing that he had found his true love. Alex's mind was made up. He would spend the rest of his life with Rachel, through thick and thin, in sickness and in health. He wanted to wake up every morning with her by his side and fall asleep every night with her in his arms. Alex knew that Rachel's love would be his guiding light, his shelter in the storm, and his safe haven. He was excited to build a life with her, to create a future filled with love, laughter, and adventure. Alex's heart was full of joy and love, and he knew that he had made the right decision. He was ready to start a new chapter in his life, one that would be filled with purpose, meaning, and most importantly, Rachel's love. Alex's love for Rachel was a flame that burned bright and true, and he knew it would only grow stronger with each passing day. He was grateful for her presence in his life and looked forward to a future filled with happiness and love. Rachel was the missing piece to his puzzle, and he was thrilled to have found her. Alex knew that their love would conquer all, and he was eager to face whatever life threw their way, as long as Rachel was by his side. He was proud to call her his partner, his confidant, and his soulmate. Alex's decision was made, and he was at peace, knowing that he had found his true love in Rachel. He would love her, honor her, and cherish her for all eternity. Alex's heart raced with excitement as he prepared to reveal his true identity and fortune to Rachel. He had waited for what felt like an eternity to share this secret with the woman he loved. With trembling hands, he led her to a secluded spot, where he could finally be honest about his past. Rachel's eyes widened in shock as Alex revealed his true name, his wealth, and his status. She listened in awe as he shared stories of his life before their meeting. Alex's vulnerability was met with Rachel's compassion and understanding, and she embraced him with open arms. Tears of joy streaming down her face, she told him that his true identity didn't matter. She loved him for who he was, not what he had. Alex's heart soared with happiness, knowing that Rachel's love was genuine and unconditional. He proposed to her, and she said yes, without hesitation. Their wedding was a grand affair, with friends and family gathered to celebrate their love. Alex's fortune was finally being used for good, as they donated to charities and supported worthy causes. Rachel was radiant in her white gown, her smile lighting up the room as she exchanged vows with Alex. As they exchanged rings, Alex knew that he had found his partner, his best friend, and his soulmate. The ceremony was a beautiful blend of laughter and tears, as they promised to love and cherish each other forever. Alex and Rachel danced their first dance as husband and wife, surrounded by loved ones, under the stars. Their love story was one of true devotion, a testament to the power of unconditional love. Alex's revelation had brought them closer together, and their bond was now unbreakable. As they embarked on their new life together, Alex knew that he owed it all to Rachel's unwavering love and support. She was his rock, his guiding light, and his forever companion. Alex and Rachel's love would continue to flourish, a beacon of hope and inspiration to all who knew them. Their marriage was a celebration of true love, a reminder that wealth and status are mere illusions, and that genuine love is the greatest treasure of all. Sophia's eyes were finally open, but it was too late. She realized her mistake, and it hit her like a ton of bricks. She had let her love for Alex's wealth and status blind her to the true beauty of his soul. Now, she was left to wonder what could have been if she had only loved him for who he truly was. Sophia's mind raced with thoughts of what she had lost, the memories they could have made, the laughter they could have shared. She thought of Rachel, the woman who had seen the real Alex and loved him unconditionally. Sophia's heart ached with regret, knowing she had let her superficial desires cloud her judgment. She had missed out on a deep and meaningful connection with Alex, and it was a painful realization. Sophia couldn't help but think of the what-ifs, the possibilities that had slipped through her fingers. She had been so blinded by her own ambition and desires that she had forgotten what truly mattered. Alex's love, his kindness, his compassion, she had ignored it all, and now it was too late. Sophia's pride had kept her from seeing the truth, and now she was left to face the consequences of her actions. She thought of the moments she had pushed Alex away, the times she had ignored his needs, and the occasions she had prioritized his wealth over his heart. Sophia's regret was a heavy burden, one that she knew she would carry for a long time. She had let her love for material possessions destroy her chance at true love. Alex was gone, and Sophia was left to pick up the pieces of her shattered heart. She knew she would never find another love like his, and that realization was a hard pill to swallow. Sophia's mistake would haunt her for the rest of her life, a constant reminder of what could have been if she had only loved Alex for who he truly was. Alex and Rachel's love story was one of true devotion, a testament to the power of unconditional love. They lived happily ever after, grateful for the test that had brought them closer together. Their bond was unbreakable, forged in the fire of adversity and strengthened by their unwavering commitment to each other. They knew that their love was a rare and precious gift, and they cherished every moment they spent together. Alex and Rachel's relationship was a beautiful blend of laughter and tears, of adventure and quiet moments, of passion and gentle embraces. They explored the world together, hand in hand, their love growing with each new experience. They built a life filled with purpose and meaning, one that was rooted in their love for each other and their desire to make a difference in the world. Alex and Rachel were each other's rock, supporting and encouraging each other through life's ups and downs. They knew that their love was the foundation on which they stood, and they nurtured it with care and attention. As they grew old together, their love only deepened, a flame that burned bright and true. They looked back on their journey, grateful for the twists and turns that had brought them to this place of happiness and contentment. Alex and Rachel's love story was one of true devotion, a reminder that true love can conquer all, even the most daunting challenges. They lived happily ever after, surrounded by the love and laughter of their family and friends, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Alex and Rachel knew that their love was a treasure, one that they would cherish forever. They were grateful for every moment they spent together, and they looked forward to a future filled with love, laughter, and adventure. Their love was a beacon of hope, a shining example of what true devotion looks like. Alex and Rachel's happily ever after was a testament to the power of unconditional love, a reminder that true love can overcome even the most difficult tests.